guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 2, Chapter 6.2, Notes, Day 2. Today we're talking about adding and subtracting polynomials. Now if I move too fast, go ahead and pause the video so you can get down all of the necessary definitions. So, 3 rules for adding and subtracting polynomials. 1. Distribute to get rid of the parentheses. 2. Only combine like terms. And remember, coefficients change, but the exponents don't. And then to write your answer in standard form. And remember, standard form, an example of that would be like 5x to the 5th plus 3x squared minus 17x plus 2. The key thing is looking at the exponents, okay, and making sure that they're in order. So, adding polynomials. Now, the first thing that we have to do is to distribute. Like, Mr. Grice, there's nothing outside the parentheses. I'm like, duh. But technically, there is a 1 outside both of those. Okay? So we would distribute a positive 1 to everything. And now when you distribute a positive 1, everything stays the same. So when you distribute a positive 1, everything inside the parentheses stays the same. So I'm just rewriting everything. Okay. So we got rid of the parentheses. Sweet. What next? Well, we have to combine like terms. And those are like terms. Same variable, same exponent. So, since we have to put them in standard form up here, first thing I notice is the 4th power. Since that's the highest one, are there any other exponents that are the same? Quick answer, no. So, that comes first. I've done it. Boom. I'm going to cross it out so I don't worry about it anymore. After 4, what comes next? Yay, 3. Okay, and that's a positive 7n to the 3rd power. I've used it. I'm done with it. I'm crossing it off. So next is the square. So negative 4n squared, negative 3n squared. When you combine those, it's negative 7n squared. All right, I've taken care of those. Now we have just the n. And so negative 4 plus 5. Negative 4 plus 5 is just n. And then at the very end, negative 5 and 2, negative 5 plus 2 is a positive 3, Mr. Grice. Negative 3. And there you go. That's your final answer. So all we're doing is distribute, get rid of the parentheses, find the like terms, combine them up, and then put them in order. Not too difficult. It just looks like a lot of work because there's a lot of stuff to write. Okay? So there's a positive 1 that you would distribute to everything, but it all stays the same. Because it's a positive exponent, okay? The same thing over here. You're distributing that, but it all stays the same. So, let's go ahead and treasure hunt. We got the cubed and the cubed. So 2 minus 1, well, 2 minus 1 is 1. use those. Squared. There's a square, and there's a square. So 7 minus 1 is 6. So I use those, I'm going to cross them out. Okay, now we got to find the x's. 8 minus 7, well, 8 minus 7 is 1, plus x. And then finally, the last one, we got negative 2 and 5. Negative 2 plus 5 is positive 3. And there we go. Everything's in standard form, and I can't combine all those other ones because they all have different exponents. Okay? All right. Now, here's the difference. Whereas 3 right here, we have a positive 1 that we distribute, and all of this stays the same. Just rewriting it all. Now, on the other side, we're distributing a negative 1, okay? So a negative 1 times a positive 2 gives me a negative 2a squared. A negative times a negative would make that a positive 5a to the 4th. A negative times a positive make that a negative 5a. Okay, so if you pay attention, what happened, all of my signs changed. Okay? But now, since we've done that, now we just find the like terms. Okay? Negative a to the 4th and positive 5a to the 4th. That gives me a negative 3a to the 4th power. To the third, 5 minus 1 gives us positive 4a cubed. Okay, so I've done that, done that, done that, done that. Let's see, so we got squareds next. 8 minus 2, 6a squared. And then 5 minus 5, those actually cancel out. That's what we're left with. Negative 3a to the 4th plus 4a cubed plus 6a squared. All right, let's do one more together. So this first part just stays the same. All right, and now we're distributing a negative 1. So you get negative 3. Negative times a negative is a positive 7. Negative times a positive makes that a negative 4m cubed. And then a negative times a negative, positive 4m squared. So in the back, all that happened was my signs changed. All right, let's start looking for like terms. Third power, 5 minus 4 is 1. Squared and squared, 5 plus 4, 9. M and M, that's 6. Negative 6 plus 7, negative 6 plus 7 is 1. And then 6 minus 3 is 3. The last things we combined were those guys. Okay? And then when you're all done, put a square around your answer, because of all the other information that's there, we want to make sure we can see where it's at. Okay? All right. Number 5, let's see if you guys can do it. So go ahead and pause the video. and try it out. Okay, and there's the final answer. Remember, on the back side, there's that subtraction sign, so we have to distribute the negative. So negative 3m minus 8 minus 6m squared, all of my signs changed. And then combine your like terms. You're left with 4m to the 5th power minus 7m cubed plus m squared minus 3. Okay, now, the only thing that's different about number 6 is where before we only had 2, now we've got 3. And the ones where we have to distribute and really be careful are the ones with the minus signs. Okay, so my 2p squared plus 3p to the 4th minus 8p stay the same. You're distributing a negative 1 right there. Negative 6p squared minus 8p to the 4th minus p. Do the same thing back here, minus 7p plus p squared. All right, see if you can find the like terms and simplify. And there you go. Okay, you can kind of see all the color coordinating that I did to get all the answers for that. Now, number 7, you are all on your own. And then I'll have the answer and the work to that in just a second. Okay, make sure you're paying attention to which one changes when you distribute. All right, good luck. Okay, and once again, you can see all the color coding and get the final answer. All right, now, number 8 and 9, you guys are all on your own. And if you're curious to what the answers are, ooh, what are those at the bottom of the page? Yep, those are all the answers. Okay, so you already know what the answers are. Make sure to show your work. Now, your homework for tonight is the independent practice back here, and you've got all those problems. All right. So if you have any questions, please come see Ms. Carranza or myself. Otherwise, that's it for Algebra 2, Chapter 6.2 Notes, Day 2. Thanks for watching.